Your resume's getting rejected before a human ever reads it. Not because you're unqualified, because a robot doesn't like your formatting. I ran my resume through 3 AI tools, changed 0 facts about my experience, and tripled my interview rate. Let me show you exactly what I did. Here's the problem. Over 70% of large companies use something called an applicant tracking system, ATS for short. It's software that scans your resume before any recruiter sees it. If your resume doesn't have the right keywords, the right format, or the right structure, it goes straight to the digital trash can. You could be the perfect candidate and never get a call back. And here's the frustrating part. Every job description uses slightly different language. One company says project management, another says cross-functional coordination, and a third says stakeholder alignment. They all mean roughly the same thing, but if your resume says one and the job description says another, the ATS marks it as a miss. That's where AI comes in. There are now tools that read a job description, compare it to your resume, and rewrite your bullet points to match what the ATS is looking for. Not fake stuff, your real experience, just described in the language that gets through the filter. I tested 3 of them, Teal, KickResume, and Rezi. Each one takes a different approach to the same problem. Let's see what happened. Pause. First up, the Teal. This one's got a free tier, which matters if you're between jobs. I copied a real job posting for a marketing manager role and pasted it right into Teal. Then I uploaded my existing resume. Within about 10 seconds, Teal gave me a match score. 41%. Not great. It highlighted the exact keywords I was missing, things like campaign attribution, cross-functional stakeholder management, and marketing automation platforms. These were all in the job description but nowhere on my resume. Here's the useful part. Teal doesn't just tell you what's missing. It suggests how to rewrite your bullet points to include those terms naturally. So instead of managed email campaigns, it suggested led cross-functional email marketing campaigns with end-to-end attribution tracking. Same job, same experience, just described in the language this specific employer is looking for. After accepting the suggestions and tweaking a couple that felt too generic, my match score jumped to 83%. That's the difference between your resume landing in the maybe pile and the definitely interview pile. One more thing about Teal, it saves every job you analyze, so you can track your applications in one dashboard. You can see which roles you've tailored your resume for, which ones you've applied to, and which ones you're still working on. It's basically a job search CRM built right into the resume tool. Pause. Next, KickResume. This one takes a different approach. Instead of analyzing an existing resume, you can build one from scratch using AI. I typed in my job title, my industry, and a few accomplishments. KickResume generated a full resume in about 15 seconds. Now, was it perfect out of the box? No. Some of the bullet points were vague, the kind of filler you'd see on a template. Collaborated with team members to achieve organizational goals. That means nothing. But about 60% of what it wrote was genuinely solid, and it gave me a structure I could work with. Where KickResume really shines is cover letters. I fed it the same marketing manager job posting, and it wrote a cover letter that referenced specific requirements from the listing. It mentioned the company's recent product launch, pulled that from their website, and tied my experience directly to their needs. Writing that cover letter manually? 20 to 30 minutes. KickResume did it in about 20 seconds. Even if you rewrite half of it, you're still saving a ton of time. I actually ran a small experiment. I sent out 10 applications, 5 with AI-generated cover letters that I lightly edited, and 5 with no cover letter at all. 4 of the 5 with cover letters got responses. Only 1 of the 5 without did. Small sample, sure, but it lines up with what recruiters say, a tailored cover letter still matters, and AI makes it painless to write one every single time. Last one, Rezi. This tool is built specifically around beating ATS systems. It has an ATS score checker built right in, and it'll tell you exactly why you'd get filtered out. I uploaded the same resume I'd been using and ran the ATS audit. Resi flagged 3 issues I hadn't even thought about. First, my resume used a 2-column layout. Turns out a lot of ATS systems can't parse columns correctly and just scramble the text. Second, I had my skills in a graphic format, little progress bars showing proficiency levels. ATS can't read images. Third, my job titles didn't match standard industry terms. Resi reformatted everything into a single column, ATS-friendly layout, and rewrote my skills section as plain text. It's less pretty, honestly. But it actually gets read. Here's something that surprised me. Resi also has an AI interview prep feature. Once your resume is built, it generates likely interview questions based on your experience and the job description. It even suggests strong answers using the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. That's a nice bonus I wasn't expecting from a resume tool. Pause. Alright, the honest take. These tools are genuinely useful, but they're not magic. The biggest risk is ending up with a resume that reads like it was written by AI. Recruiters see that now, and it's becoming a red flag. If every bullet point starts with spearheaded and leveraged, you sound like a template, not a person. My advice? Use these tools for the structure and the keyword matching. That's where they're strongest. But go back through every single bullet point and add specific numbers, specific projects, specific results that only you could write. Increased email open rates by 22% over 6 months beats any AI-generated bullet. Also, and this matters, don't just blast out 100 AI-tailored resumes. Pick 15 to 20 roles you're genuinely excited about and customize each one. Quality still beats quantity. One more thing. Keep a master resume that has everything, every role, every accomplishment, every skill. Make it 3 or 4 pages. You'll never send this to anyone. It's just your source document. Then use AI to pull the most relevant pieces for each specific application. That way you're not starting from scratch every time, and AI has all your real experience to work with. Pause. So here's the bottom line. If you're sending out resumes and hearing nothing back, it's probably not your experience, it's your formatting and your keywords. These AI tools fix both of those problems in minutes. Teal's my pick for job seekers who already have a resume and want to optimize it per job posting. Kick Resume is best if you're starting fresh or need fast cover letters. And Resi is worth it if you want to make sure ATS systems can actually read what you're sending. All 3 have free tiers you can try today. Links are in the description. The whole process, uploading your resume, pasting a job description, reviewing the AI suggestions, and exporting a tailored version, takes about 15 minutes per application. Compare that to the hour it used to take doing it manually. Over a 20-application job search, that's saving you 14 hours. And you're getting better results. If this helped, hit subscribe. We break down practical AI tools every week. No hype, just stuff that actually works.